Always trying to set this thing up is a little bit of a challenge. Oh, but it's working. It's working. How you doing? I gotta go back. No, I don't. I gotta set up the mic real quick. But you know, we can chill for a minute. I'm at my old neighborhood that we were at before. I don't know if you were even here in the stream last time we did that. In Daybreak. Now that is about 30 to 40 minutes south and west. So we were on one side of the valley with downtown, really not that far in the valley, on the other side. And now we're on the opposite side. So give me just a moment here and I'll set this up. How's your day going, Sean? And anyone else in chat? We're gonna go see the farmer's market. I'll go show you some more places, go around the lake, see some ducks. You know, just a chill day, as the kids say, just super chill, the chillest. Hope everyone's having a good time. Yeah, I know. I always struggle with trying to get on time. I don't know what it is with me and like being exactly on time, but minute late today. So my apologies there. I've always struggled with that. I wish I was better. I really do. Taking the kids to Home Depot for the kids' workshop. That sounds like a good time. And then going home to pack. Going home to pack on another vacation? Dang, bro. Okay, let me tell you about what we got going on here. So we're actually at the the homeowners association, my favorite place. I'm looking forward to it. Actually, it wasn't that bad. So the homeowner movership. Oh yeah. You're moving. Duh. You're moving. I thought that was in a month. I haven't been keeping up. My apologies. Give me just a second here. Yo, shout out Caputo's. It's a deli downtown I was talking about. They have muffalata sandwiches. Big ups. My favorite place. Let me see here. Let's just go ahead and turn this on. I gotta be careful too. Like when I'm like rushing, this is when I lose everything. so I gotta be really diligent. Yes, sir. Oh, my Slim Fast video is about 92% of the way done. I had to mix the audio and that's it. Oh no, and make the thumbnail. 90. Yeah, we got some ways to go. Thumbnail's fine though. That will take 2.5 hours tops. So things are good. Let me turn this thing on. Why is it not turning on? Let's see. It says it's red. Does that mean the power's almost gone? Nope. We got power. Maybe I just have to charge this thing, which means I gotta carry this power brick with me. Okay, that might be it. It might just need some juice. Let's see if we can pair it. It's gonna pick up. No, I gotta manually pair this. Give me just a second. Oh, the joys of doing it live. Link, please. Confirm. I need to get better at this. It's in a month, but we know that month is going to come real. Oh yeah, for sure. I technically start moving at the end of the month. Yeah, I get that. Okay, I think we're paired here. Oh, I got a couple of protein shakes to try before I spend money on the tub. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, just give them a shot. I actually love the Slim Fast, like original powder, and I can see why it was so popular because it's just like sugar and fat, and some, you know, essentially a multivitamin. It's so good. I had some steak for breakfast, just a few pieces of cold steak and a coffee. So we're running on fumes, but there is a farmer's market here, so we might grab something over there. How's everyone doing? We're about to pick up and go. I didn't want to be late to stream, so we're finishing setting up here. 6 minutes in. Hey, we weren't late. We weren't late, baby. That's what matters. So we'll do some jump rope, we'll do some sightseeing, show you some cool places. It's a pretty nice place down here. Let's see if I can get this thing to plug in. Core power, oh my gosh, that's like the holy grail, man. Core power is like that's the one, you know? That's the one that everyone talks about. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so we got the battery charging. Hopefully we don't have to keep it. I got this power bank in my pocket. Hopefully I don't have to keep it for too long while it charges. Are you guys still connected? I don't know if it's even connected. All right, but let's start going, huh? Here. I guess if you take it off. Oh. If I take it off the thing, does it not follow me anymore? Oh, buddy. Well, that's a bummer. That's okay. Let me see. All right, well, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Commercial drones dispatch. What's up, Ricky? Greetings from San Diego. Hey, how's it going? We're in Daybreak. This is where I used to live. So this is the farmer's market. This is like the downtown area. They always have some cool stuff. We'll go around and then we'll come back through. How you doing? How you doing, drones dispatch? That's what I got to go by. So sorry if that's not what you. If you want to be called something else, let me know. How's the audio? Is the audio coming through? All right. So I used to live here. Don't live here anymore. Beautiful area, great place for like small young families and stuff, but no longer for me. It is a wonderful place. You can get to a park within 5 minutes. They designed the whole city that way, or the whole place. Audio's good? Good. Good. Audio's better than auto tracking, but man, I wish we had the auto tracking. Okay. Let's go take a look. I wonder if my friend's here. He does some stuff here.
Beth, what do you mean me? It's yours now. The only thing is I can't. You have to.
This is the break. This is the only place, this big building behind us. It's a few places, but this main front is a restaurant. And it's the only place that actually is allowed to serve liquor, alcohol, which is kind of crazy, you know? I'm feeling like eating something, but I just remembered that we're gonna go jump rope. So if I jump rope, I don't want to immediately throw up. You know what I mean? But we'll go through the middle. I'll show you some places. This is a much smaller farmer's market than I've been going to. What's up, Florida? How you doing? Welcome on in. We're going through the farmer's market. We're here at my old neighborhood. So I used to live in this area. This is what's called Soda Row. And the reason why they call it this is for South Jordan. I don't know why they call it DA, but Soda Row. Oh, because Daybreak, South Jordan Daybreak. So I lived in this area right here. And then the little quote unquote city center is right here. They meant for it to be a city center, but it never really came through. New sub here, see ya. About to run my 2 miles for the 75 hard challenge. Dang, 75 hard challenge. I only know that's related to software engineering. I have to look that up. It's funny. 75 hard must be like a fitness thing. So, bunch of stuff. Look at that dog. Cute dog. Volker's Bakery. I used to get their stuff all the time, but I can't get it because it's just me eating the bread. Too many calories. What's going on here? Something interesting is we have a lot of Venezuelan people here. So when I was younger, there was a lot of Mexican immigrants, and now it's a lot of people from Venezuela. So So you'll see sometimes like Venezuelan, a lot of Venezuelan food in the farmers markets. Let's see here. Oh, no filming or photography. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, here we'll have to move. When you enter a daybreak program, you enter photography, audio, and video recording may occur. Oh, notice of filming and photography. Okay, we're good. We're good. It says that they do film photography. Never mind then. Totally normal. Totally normal. So they got organic fruits. I think they're just starting to set up. We might want to come back a little bit later. We got bagels here, nuts, hummus. Like, dude, not a lot that I'm like really interested in right now. Tons of breads. I've seen like 4 bread places. Profit margins must be the biggest one. Brown bag breakfast. They always have really good watermelon. So they have watermelon infused with like rosemary and stuff. Really good stuff. All right, we'll come back here, but let's go for a walk, huh? Go check out some places. If you have a question, feel free to leave it. I will answer it. We are moving. Oh yeah, for those of you who are regular subs, or like, you know, watching this at a later time, I did change again the amount of live streams that we're doing, and also the time. So it's going to be probably a little more in the afternoon. I did some analysis, and I'm just seeing when you guys are actually on YouTube. Now, I'm not saying you specifically, individually, just in general, just to try it out. You know, things might change. We might put different times, but you got to constantly try new things, right? As you're learning something new. So we got to try new things, figure out what's working, analyze, reiterate, right? So just an FYI, we'll be doing 4 streams actually now. So 1 retro workout, 1 VR workout, and 2 of these walk and talk and jump rope workouts. So things are evolving quickly, because I know that we used to do walking workouts, jump rope workouts, like 2 separate ones. We merged those in kind of organically, and then retro just kind of took off for a while, and which is great. But now it's time to kind of cull it back so we can open up for some more variety, so I don't burn you all out. So I don't get burned out, really. So here, let me show you across. Well, actually, let's cross first, and I'll show you. For those of you who haven't seen this place before, so I lived here for about 5 years. Sheesh, 5 years. And it was pretty cool. You know, most of it was all remote. The only thing is like I was putting in too many hours and not enough exercise. But I would walk this constantly walking here. Great little area. So this trail, it goes all the way around the entire place. So give me just a moment, and we will go through here. You can actually rent boats here and kayaks and stuff. I don't know if it's actually boats. I wouldn't call them boats, like paddle boats. So it's a great little running trail. I haven't ran in so long. Maybe we should pick it up. Yo, what's up, Bumblebee? Hey. I'm here for jumping, not walking. We do both now. I mixed them up. So we can jump. We can definitely jump. I got the jump rope in the back. I was just saying, this is where I used to live, Bumblebee. Bumblebee. So we're just being saucy benches here. And this is called Daybreak. Oh, yeah. No, but we're doing both. I know. Definitely. But yeah, we'll do some jump rope. But now that you're here, because you're here specifically, I want to show you the farmer's market. We were just there, but because Bumblebee is here and she's so nice and she has given me so much time, I'm going to go ahead and show you some more interesting stuff. I was saying here is where I would walk this all the time, like because I lived in this area for 5 years and working remote. I would just walk over here constantly. Didn't lose any weight, but you know, it helped with the super stress I had. So the farmer's market is this way. All those little tents. It's a nice little farmer's market, but the one that I go to now in downtown Salt Lake is like huge compared to this. All right, give me just a second. Gotta cross the road here. Show you. Did you move out there recently? No. Well, I mean, a year ago. I used to live here, like in this area. I lived here for 5 years. 5 years, and then I'm downtown. So this is about a 40-minute drive south and then west. So you head down the freeway for about 30 minutes. It's on the other side of the valley. And then also you have to head west to reach this area, because we're stuck in between the valleys. So you see these mountains here? That's one end of the valley. And over here, see those mountains? It's like that all the way down. That's the other end, and everything's like starting to get full. Like the whole area is just full. So one of the weird things is like house prices here are insane, and they're not going down, but it's because there's literally, you can't like expand outwards. You can expand upwards, which they've been doing a little bit, but there's just no more room to grow. So the housing is very expensive. Bumble Bay, did you get bad air quality since you're in a valet? Yes, valley. Ha, don't worry. I'm the worst speller. Yes, we get very bad air quality. I haven't even been keeping up with it though. It hasn't been too bad this year, but you're right. Because we're in a valley, we get what's called like the greenhouse effect. And because of science, that's the best explanation I can give you scientifically. Because of science, all the smog like stays in the valley. I will say though, I used to think it was a much bigger deal than it was, because I was just super unhealthy. I really do think because I ate healthier, lost a little bit of weight, but even more importantly, built my aerobic base, which you know can build your mitochondria, that I'm way healthier. I haven't been sick in like over a few months, where I used to get sick like at least once every 3 months. No, once every 3 weeks. All right, here we are. We're here. Let me zoom out here. Whoop. Do you work at Caputo's? No, Florida. I'm just a super fan. So Caputo's is next to the other farmer's market that we were at. So I love Caputo's so much that I bought a shirt. They have muffalata sandwiches, my favorite. But they have a bunch of other things there, like Italian imports and Portugal like imports and stuff. Canned fish, which I've been told to keep to myself. So here's the farmer's market. I would come here every day because I just had to walk across the street because I live just past this area. So this one's very small, but it's also nice, you know, just to kind of have a farmer's market right at your disposal. And this area is called Soda Row. This is where they had like the town square, I guess, of the area. It's huge now. There's like over 20,000 people. Like gotta be more than that, like 30,000 people that live in this area. So it's big, and it's a master plan community. So they really planned it out the way that I've kind of described it before, and it might be just for old people like myself. The Truman Show, but some people have also like described this area as like the Stepford Wives area. So I would live over here. I'm not going to show you which one, but I live somewhere in this area across the street, and then I could come over here and eat at the porch back when like I was making money, baby, money. Come to the porch, go to the Break, which is the only restaurant in the city of South Jordan that had a liquor license. There might be one more now, but I'm not sure. Like there's no bars here because it's very influenced by the religion. So yeah, let's see. Canned fish should be illegal. No, you got to get the right kind. Soda Row. Apparently no one drinks coffee. Oh yeah. So yes, I think you're right there, but also it's a clever play on words, but you're totally right. Soda for South Jordan, which is where we are, SO. DA for Daybreak, which is the master plan community. They've tried to make it their own area now, and I totally get it, but Soda, South Jordan, Daybreak. Now, over here, You got a little coffee shop. The shops would used to come in and out of this place all the time, but these ones have been here for at least 2 or 3 years. And it's been really nice to just see some flourishment, because the entire time I was here, this place used to totally just have stuff coming in and out. So it was hard to really build up, you know, like a center. They have places for concerts across the street that we walk by. They have Cup Bop. I don't think they, is that a local chain? Which is like Kimbop. And then over here, let me show you the place I hate the most. You have a salon. You have a salon right here. I gotta remember which side of the camera we're on. And Tito's Mexican restaurant, it's okay. But it's really hard for me to like recommend like Mexican restaurants unless they are like super authentic, because I can make that at home. We got Tito's at home. Now this place right here, I hate this place. I hate this place so much. This is called Mathnasium. It did a pretty good job. So when my son was younger, he needed to skill up extra with math, and this place was so expensive. And after like we stopped coming, they'd like hit us up every week. It's a good program, but it was like, I don't know, 300 plus, more than $300 like a month. So just FYI, if you're thinking about Mathnasium, if your kid really needs the help, do it for like a couple weeks and a couple months. After that, because you're spending so much money, I don't know if it might be worth the investment just to, you know, get them out of the same area and you're not teaching them and stuff. Just a random tip. Bumblebee. Apparently one. By the way, the gimbal works great. Heck yeah. We got Tio's at home. I am Tio. Tio. Yeah, the funny thing is like of my family, we weren't really raised on like Mexican culture, right? As you can tell. But I guess I'm the most Mexican of all the Mexicans. Everyone else is pretty not that. My son is actually 75% Mexican because his mom's like full, and then everyone else is like not. You just do Kuman? Oh yes, I know Kuman. Kuman's just down the road. So it was between Kuman and it was between Mathnasium, because he didn't need to do all of Kuman, and I was looking, I was like, I don't know if this is like great. So Mathnasium is, in my opinion, better than Kuman. But I haven't done Kuman like as a parent specifically, so I can't really comment too much on it. Sean says the gas pumps aren't working. This lady was inside going off at the guy in the corner at the counter. Life lessons. I didn't know that they had gas stations there. My son actually works at a grocery store that has gas stations too. I feel for you guys. Y'all are real warriors over there. Okay, we're gonna go back down to the lake. So this is the man-made lake, and it's huge. I think the perimeter, the walking path, is 3.5 miles, maybe more actually. I'm not quite sure. But this area right here, huge. Or as some would say, huge. It's the best area. Nobody makes this area better than me. Sorry, I'm rambling. So as you can see, you can come up here and you can get a paddleboard if you want. You can get a paddleboard and rent it, but you have to live here. It comes with the HOA fees. I think we're talking about this, Bumble, and you know, with your welcoming tax and all that. But this is why I was saying like the HOA fees are pretty good here, because you get to rent these out for free. You get your internet covered by Google. You get free community like access to the gym, like a full gym, and there's 7 pools that you can go to and choose from. Plus they do all the upkeep, and you have all this park area. But really, anyone can partake in the parks and stuff. They don't close those off to the public. So huge. Yeah, it's wonderful out here. I do miss it, but I mean, like, there's not much out here for me. It's either you know, people with small kids, young kids, or like people who are retiring. And like me with like my old kid, it's like, who's that sus guy just living in the 5-bedroom house by himself? Like, and to be honest, I mean, you know, whatever, blah, 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 who cares? But at the same time, I was like, I think it's time to move. And it's been a great move. It's been wonderful. So your welcome tax doesn't get you anything. It gets you a welcome from the commissioner or whatever. I don't know who it was. Bumblebee, that's actually crazy. I thought HOA was like a condo fees for a gated community. Yes, that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm like, dude, this is the best HOA I've ever seen. So not only does it do that, but it also pays for security. So they pay for security to go around the place, right? And like all the HOA fees and stuff, they all go into this. So they pay for all the amenities and they pay for the man-made lake, and it's pretty good. But the HOA is expensive, but all HOAs are kind of expensive. It's like 300 something now, which is crazy. But if you factor in internet, you know, that cuts off 70. And then you factor in like the gym thing, like another 20. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. Unless you're making big money, I don't know. I don't even know anymore, because I don't even know what it's like to like live like that. I mean, it's weird, but like, you know, for forever it's like, oh, money, 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 money. And I was like, I'm gonna move into this house, like these houses over here, and I could afford it, right? But I don't know, like these days, like every single house you see here is like 800,000 or more, I would say, at the bare minimum, especially on the island. So this area that I was pointing to, here, we'll go over there, it's called the island. And that's where the big houses are. 5-bedroom, golly. Yes, I had a 5-bedroom house because it was the cheapest one. I was gonna move into somewhere closer to the freeway, but some low-life doctor and his family moved in and beat me. Nah, good for them, they needed it. But I am kind of, I don't know if I'm happy or not about that, but you know, we got to live in a wonderful community forever. Not forever, for 5 years. Yes, the commutes were a little bit bigger, and like between his mom and I were bigger, but this place is freaking sick, dude. It's sick. If you have babies or plan to have babies and you have money, move here. If you don't, move out, just like me. Downtown, I gotta be honest, is also like probably equivalent of living here. So what you pay for here is like the commute. So is it a gated community? It is not a gated community. It is not. So anyone can come in here and enjoy the amenities. Even like you can go to the community center and the pools. We might pass one. I mean, this place is so huge. So we'll see. The prices are way better than Canada though. I have no idea. You can do it, buddy. I can do what? I can do anything. Sorry. Let me rephrase. Ooh, I was talking about Slim Fast. So my Slim Fast video is almost done. I will say this, I've never put so much time and research into a video and special effects. So I think you will like it. It is about 9.5 minutes done. The edits are done, but I was using like, you know, VFX, layering sounds, did research. It's good. My son was like, where's the rest? I want to watch more. I was like, it's not done yet. So I know like if my son's like hooked on it, like it's good. So can't wait. Yeah, I'll put it in there. So today I was working on it right before this, and I just locked in the last color grading. Color grading, for those of you who don't know, is just making the image quality look really nice. And now it's just the sound. And then, as soon as that's out, we recalibrate our strategy for what we're putting out as far as content. So I know if you've been subscribed for a while, you've been like, what are all these like stream things? Like I remember when you're doing 1,000, you know, calorie challenges. Yes, more of those, but not, you know, in a sustainable way. So I've had to kind of like get better really fast and like, you know, do more production, but also see a lot of data. So now that that's happening, I'm going to improve the quality, but also try to keep the quantity at a reasonable pace. So now we're going to cross over the lake. I will show you how big it is, and then we'll go on to the island, and I'm going to take you to my place where I used to learn jump rope, my favorite place. I would learn across the street. Ironically, like these houses, most of them have tiny, tiny yards, mine included. And so like I didn't have hardly anywhere to do jump rope because it's so tiny. You're like smushed up against your neighbors like this. It is a step up from like, you know, sharing an apartment. I don't know. But yeah, you're like super close. So like sometimes the space between the two houses for me would be about the width of this for one house. your backyard is nothing. The backyard is like the width of the street here. And I'm serious. So it's like, what the heck do I even use this for? So, all right. So let's take a look again. Yeah, I mean, it's the thing is you get these crazy amenities, but you have to give something up. That's why it feels like yikes. So the amenities are top tier. This is part of the lake, and I mean, this is just a teeny tiny part. Here's the other part. And again, this is all man-made. And you can just see like all these little houses here are part of the Daybreak Master Plan community. Even like way down there, even down there on the other side of the freeway, that's all Daybreak. Better than a patio. Yeah, well, I don't know. Here's the thing, Sean. I prefer my patio because I never use it. And now I don't have to feel bad about it. Like trying to upkeep the lawn and stuff, that little tiny lawn, I felt stupid. Oh, but the HOA covers the front lawn. So they had a communal lawn, right? The HOA would take care of that. So like I said, pretty good, pretty good. But you kind of have to see it to kind of understand it, right? Yes, so as you can see, when we come over here, this whole area is all surrounded by the man-made lake. There's no other way inside other than these bridges. So if you live here, you're fancy. Sorry about that, didn't mean to mute you. If you live here, you're fancy. Yeah, I still, deep down in my heart, I wish I lived here, but I have no reason to. I have no reason to live here. There's no one and nothing here. Just being downtown is just such a different vibe, such a different energy, you know what I mean? Very picket fence, very robotic. What was that show, that superhero show with the wife that was living in like some weird reality? That's what it feels like. Oh, Mateo says, oh, no, sorry, that's from a text. So, sorry, my son sent me a text, I'm trying to read it out like a freaking YouTube comment. WandaVision, yes, WandaVision. Because everyone's very picture perfect. Granted, it's not as bad as like outside, but it's very like that. You know, we have a ton of things, like there's the gardens, everyone has like their little thing, their little like clubs, and they put on performances and, you know, stuff like that. It's still very cool. I'm not saying it isn't, but that's how it be. It's really cool. See, well, let me show you. Like, look at I'll show you. See what I mean? This is what it looks like. So yeah, it's a little bit like WandaVision. Let me go on the other side because the sun's hitting this side better, so you'll get it's better lit. These houses are better lit. The things I do for y'all now. I think about this image quality all the time. But, and just on the other side of this is my favorite place. They have some basketball courts and like a little playground for kids and stuff. And I would just go over there because that was like one of the biggest areas to jump rope. That's the thing is like, if you look here, there's you know, it's huge, but also there's not a lot of open space. And not just, you know, the city in general, but it's so weird because it's designed that it feels very open, but there's not a ton of space, right? So, I mean, if we just take a look down the road, you see these cars over here? Like they're all taking up the entire road. So, it's cramped. Bumble says, it sounds more family-oriented, 100% family-oriented suburbs. That's why it's not for me anymore. For city life, definitely a different vibe, yes. But even because we're in the valley, right? The Salt Lake City Valley, this is very unique, even this city family life. It's a little more diversified, if you know what I mean. A little more diversified than outside, which is great, which is fantastic. But yes, WandaVision, that's what I think of. So it's kind of crazy. One of my favorite houses is over here. I don't even know, no, because this is, I think it's the second time you're here, Bumble. I think the other one you were on was the cooking stream. But my favorite house is down here, but someone said it looked at it like it was out of a horror movie. It was like, well, shit. Now I have to get a new like pretend dream house to buy. This city, South Jordan, is the most affluent, is the most wealthy, which is kind of crazy. So the high school, they said like they invested like $2 million into the football team, and they are like the quote unquote best football team in the area, but that's like $2 million just for the football team? What? I love these cottage style homes. Yeah, I actually do love them a lot. I love these things right here. Here's the thing. I keep on saying this. Well, let me tell you about these houses. I'm about to lose my shit. I know you've been going with home ownership stuff, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everything freaking breaks. Everything breaks all the time. You need to fix it. I think I invested like $60,000 in renovations and like repairs in my house over the course of 5 years. And so like as things were getting dug up, like even like the sprinkler system, everything was put together shoddy. They were putting it together really fast. So in this area, it's gotten better because there's been more attention to it. But especially like the houses made in 2005 to like 2015, they were made not great at all. Expensive and expensive to fix. What's the average price of these houses? It depends. So it's a little bit different now, but they made this to be like varying wages, right? So they have some apartments, they have some condos, they have some houses. I can tell you what my house sold for, and my house is like one of the smaller ones, even though it's a 5-bedroom, because it was like somewhere around like, about 2,200 square feet, somewhere in that ballpark. And it's got to be selling for more, at least the same. But when I sold mine for $550,000, which was on the cheap end. Something like this one right here. One of these is going to be like 1.5 million or around there. It's got to be more than $1 million. So, but those are like the top of the top houses. The other ones are like, the smaller ones are, I don't know, 500, $500,000. So yeah, new development is terrible. I think it was Edge Construction, but don't quote me. Allegedly, Edge. I know you're not watching this, but you cannot. I didn't say that. I redacted. Don't want to get sued. Oh yeah, it's very expensive out here. It's beautiful, but you don't. I mean, you can still live here without paying like those high bills. Like the thing is like you gotta here specifically. You make a big trade-off. And you consciously make that trade-off, right? Or you should. You get so much more in your community, and you do feel more of a part of your community so long as you fit in. Like I didn't fit in, and that's not me like knocking it or saying like it's a horrible place. Because I didn't have the kids, right? My kid's old enough, he's doing his own thing. Like yesterday, he went out with friends until like midnight, and it's fine. He's got his own car, he's got his own money, he's old enough. And it was like that for a while. But the little kids. And it's awesome because like when my niece and nephew would come here, loved it. And I love showing them. They could just go out. We could go walk 5 minutes because the place is designed with a park any direction 5 minutes. So it's a wonderful place. Now this is where I would do my jump rope. This is where I learned all the main jump ropes. So I'm gonna set you down here and I'll set you on a tripod and we'll do this and we'll do some jump rope, learn some jump rope moves, do some chatting. Oof, excuse me. Out of shape here. There are pros and cons to every house and every location. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, like even like Pocatello, it's like in the middle of nowhere, but it's dirt cheap. And there's not a lot going out there, just like a few drug things, but it's not too bad. All right. Yes, I like this new one. It doesn't do exactly what I want. Like if you take it off the gimbal, it won't like connect. It's supposed to follow my head, but it's not doing that. So I'm gonna take you off real quick. Hold on. No. Let's see. No mochas. All right. I'll set you down here. Connect the screen, all that jazz. Okay, here you go. How you doing? Doo-doo. Hey there, little guy. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. All right. So let me get my screen out so I can still read your comments and all that. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. push up, push up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I feel I might be getting too comfortable on camera these days. All right, let's see. Just waiting for this to connect. There we go. Hope I didn't lose you there. All right, so I have a little screen here so I can read your comments. Ooh. Verbal stims. I've been hearing about that word. I don't know what it means, verbal stims. I've heard it a lot. But yeah, maybe it's just something that I just think about. Dude, I think about push up every day. When I was first putting out the jump rope shorts content, the viewers that I was attracting, I think, were younger, and they'd be like, that's what I heard every day. Push up. Okay, we got the jump rope. Let me get my tripod out. Let's see. Oh, when you keep repeating the same thing and it's supposed to be soothing? Is that soothing for you? Push up. Oh, let's see. Da. Hey, push up. I don't have any. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I got to scale up on my verbs. No, my verbal sims. No, my verbal stems. There we go. That's the word. All right. Here we go. Push up. You step to me, I step to you. Okay. Now you get the good camera. And we're going to learn some jump ropes. We're going to learn you up some jump ropes here. For most of the people who have been here, you probably learned this, but Bumblebee, we're going to blow this knee to smithereens. We don't need no stinking knees. Let me see. I got some stuff in my pocket I don't want. I don't want this. I don't want that. I got a big old battery bank here. Hopefully the transmitter, the receiver for the mic is working. You still hear me? Let me see. Can you guys still hear me? Sorry about that. It's funny because it was working and then I immediately shut it off. Like, oh, is it working? Better shut this off. Okay, so I can still see chat. It'll be just a second. But we're going to do what we did on Sean, if you're here. Just give you a heads up. We're going to warm up. So a lot of people, I don't know why, but I don't ever see people like warm up. Maybe I need to make a warm up video. I should. Like warm up for jump rope. This is side swing. As you can see, I also tap my toe. That's to bring up the heart rate. And I think this is probably the best way. You get your rhythm in. Tap, 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 tap. So most songs, if you like listening to music, will have a 4 count. So that is like 1 bar, 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as you fit somewhere within that space, you're gonna have fantastic rhythm and you're gonna be able to jump rope and do a lot of tricks. So as you see, my feet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's still on that 4 beat. And if you see the jump rope itself, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But if you couldn't do that, or you want to work up to that, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a way to work up. Now, if you are, want to find some other ways to warm up, you can warm up your wrist just by swinging back and forth. Just by swinging back and forth. Or around, Indian club, just like that. Same thing on the other side. And then if you want to get a little more, movement, we can do an overhead swing, which will get your lats and your shoulders. Any questions, class? Any questions? Let's see here. Oh, yep, it's working. Got it. yeah, feel free, like I said, if you have a question or a comment. I check regularly. So, all right. So we have some, we're warming up the arms. I spend about, I'd say maybe 10, 15 minutes doing this back and forth. Oh, we got a visitor. We got a visitor. And as well as doing the getting your legs, right? So how can you warm up your legs without jumping, right? As you warm up to that. Hey, bud. Oh, don't be sorry. He's just being a kid. Anyway, like I was saying, warming up the legs. Mayweather. There we go. So the Mayweather, you're gonna get underneath here, right? Underneath the old hamstring and start moving. Now, if you want to get both sides, hamstring and quad, you can kick it back. And that'll get the lower back engaged as well. Where did I learn this move? I don't know. This one I learned online, but like kicking it back, these are just little tricks you pick up by doing stuff, Find out your own tricks. So, and then sometimes I like to just do a bunch in a row. The cool thing is like, as you're warming up with these are all tricks. So if you were like doing some jump rope, right, you can just go, and you can transition into that, and it was just a warm-up move. How cool is that, huh? How cool is that? Let's see. I'll be back later. I gotta make some lunch. Happy jumping. Thanks, Bumble. See ya. Whew. All right. So, we were saying, let me get a drink of water here. Doing the Mayweathers, so reverse Mayweather, which again, I don't know if that's the actual name for this, but it is it's a move that I found helpful. So there we go. Hey, if you do about like 10, maybe 12, I think that's enough. To be honest, I would do more, but just warming up with that is good enough. Now, again, going side to side, just working up the heart rate. Before I go to a squat, which is like probably the most like laborious of all the warm-up moves, I want to work on my shoulders. We've talked about these before. This is called an EB swing. When you go to one side, swing it through. One side, swing it through. Now my left is very weak compared to my right. So you go here. Now watch my arms in the back, right? So my right arm is in the back, just like that. And then the other arm goes up and swings through. It should swing through like that. Left, I have a hard time. Now, when you first start, you can just kind of like brute force it, strong arm it, just go like, but it's really good not to do that because it makes it harder to learn the actual moves, but you'll still get, some more shoulder mobility. So now I'm struggling and paying the price for doing that. So, hey, bud. Oh. Now the next one, we'll do a dragon roll, okay? Through, just like that, just like that. And this will warm up your freaking brain. So as we go through, we're warming up the actual back and the shoulders at the same time. The way to do this, you learn to swing like this, and then that twist that we were doing before will help you too. So it's really just a swing here, you let it go through and you swing it through on the back. Swing in the front like a scoop, swing in the back. Now if you take a look, my back turns with it. So that's how I can get some of that swing, by turning the back. Other way, exact same thing, scoop, twist, scoop, twist. And then you use these wrists just a little bit, you know? And as you get better, you can speed it up. And you get more efficient where your back isn't twisting all the time. But when you first start, you're probably gonna be like this: scoop, twist, scoop, twist. You can't even do it now. But when I first started, it was a big twist, which is actually better for your mobility, but you're more efficient and just kind of swings. Now, bonus step for this, when you get good enough, like all the other moves, you can start to do side steps. So side, side. Why would you do that? For rhythm, because it looks cool and it looks hard, but it's not that hard. And the most important part is it gets the heart rate up faster. So you can start to work. So like, let's say your joints are really toast, but you want to still get a good workout. All these moves you can do. And if you add a side swing, you start to really bring up the heart rate. So if we go back the other way, I mean, no big deal. Okay? Questions? Where's my little screen? Did I lose my screen? Oh, give me just a minute, guys. It's right here. All right. No, we good. Okay. So